What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rich Nice back once again. So today we'll be working on some boost gauges for flash. So let's get to opening the boxes and get this install started. All right, here's the part number. So in here, what help if I open it from the other way? You have this little sun bezel that you'll put on. That way, if you're in direct sunlight, you'll be able to see. I had already opened this up. I forgot to put it back in, but anyway, without further ado, you have your gauge itself. That will measure both boost, I can't talk today, and vacuum. So on the back, it does have a place for your vacuum line right here. Then you have your 2 bolts to hold it into the pod itself. You have a couple of wires coming out. You have your red that goes to constant power, your yellow that goes to switch, and then you have orange for your dimmer, and then of course you have your regular ground. And then this fits inside the pod just like this. Should I say the sun visor? Just like that. And then you drop that in the pod and put your things on the back. And we'll show you that here in a second. So you have that. What else you have in the box is you have some vacuum lines. And you have a bag that has your actual bracket to mount it to the pod. You have a couple of clips in here for your hose, your vacuum hose, and you have a couple of nuts and washers. You also have a T-fitting. With this T-fitting, for those turbocharged ones, the vacuum line is coming off your blow-off valve. You'll just cut it in half, stick this T in, and then run this hose right here from here up to this inside the slingshot, and it's a done deal. And then hook your wires up. So that's what you have on this particular kit. So I will put this back together. Put that back in here so we don't lose it. Put one of these back in here so we don't lose it. Set that to the side. Next, we have our air fuel mixture. This is digital and analog. So basically this is what it looks like. It's AEM, AEM should I say. On the back you have an adjustment screw where you can adjust this. So when it lights up, it'll be at 0. You have a couple of pin connectors. I think there's a 6 and a 4. Pretty easy. Couple bolts for your brackets. In this particular kit, you have a couple of harnesses that plug in here. You have your bracket to mount it to the pod. And of course you have an AEM sticker. And then you have a little baggie that has some butt connectors and a couple of screws or nuts for your screws that hold on your bracket. So basically the way this hooks up is also in here you have an O2 sensor that's already on the slingshot, because I had to take the muffler out to get it welded. So when we get outside, I will show you that. But basically your 2 harnesses are like this. It gives you a nice long, I think it's like a 9-foot harness that goes to your O2 sensor, because it's different on every models. And basically this big pin plugs in right here. And then the little one, which is your power and ground and everything else, plug in right here. So on this, you don't need the blue or white wire unless you're doing dyno or logging or something like that. So I snip those off, and we'll just, you know, tie those up out of the way. The only thing you really need is power and ground. On the other end of your 9-foot cable, it has the plug that will plug into your oxygen sensor, your O2 sensor that we had to put in our Slingshot muffler because it didn't have one. So I will show you again that when we get outside. And basically the way these work is when you have your pod, of course you'll feed all your wires through. Just like that. Be a lot easier if you just stuck the 2 plugs through the bottom of this and then connected it. So anyway, now that we got that in there, this will sit in just like that. And then what we'll do is we'll go in our baggie. Got our 2 little nuts out. Little nuts. In here, you'll have your 2 screws. Basically, this bracket just fits in here like this, right on top of your screws. Then you just take your little nuts, screw them down. Come on this side, do the same thing. Just like that. And then you just make sure that it's centered. And you're good to go. And basically you just tighten them down, and that'll keep it from moving. And just like that, you're good to go. And we'll do the same thing for our boost gauge. It goes in, bracket goes on the back the same way. And it's pretty simple. And then we just take everything out and find out where we're going to mount it and go from there. So it should be straightforward. So I will get this other gauge installed and we'll see you outside. All right, so this is what it'll look like. I'm sitting on our dash. And basically all I did was put our bracket in, put our washer and our nut on, just tighten them down. And again, with all this, we'll just probably run this through some kind of sleeve, run it through the dash and out to the engine compartment. Because we're only using red and black from our air fuel gauge, I'll probably splice the red and black to this red and black and run both of them off of our auto box, or excuse me, our aux beam auxiliary switches. So yeah, more to follow. So basically, we wanted to mount our gauges. We have our air fuel mixture here. We have our boost gauge right here. And what I've done is I drilled a hole in the top of our dashboard here. I used our step bit, as you can see right there. Well, you really can't see that, so let me see. Anyway, I drilled a hole right here. Work with me, light. All right. So, I'm not sure how well y'all can see that, but there's a hole right there. We have our grommet right here, and basically, what I've done is I took a piece of old coat hanger, fished it through our hole, and it actually comes out right down here by the fuse box, as you can see where I got all the wires and stuff taped up. So I think I drilled like a 3/4 inch hole or something like that to mount this. So basically, now that it's mounted, or the wires are through, really we just got to put 3 screws in here, and this will be good to go, and then come down here and make all our connections for our vacuum line that'll go over to our boost gauge, which is located over on the passenger side, and then make our hot and ground connections to our aux beam fuse box and auxiliary switches. So when we get finished, when you turn the key on, this switch in the bottom left corner down here, right here, will be our switch to turn on our gauges. So they're not running all the time if we don't want them to. But once you turn the key on, all the switches will light up, so they'll be ready to go. You just punch which switch you want on, and we'll go from there. So I'll make all these connections and get this thing, get it screwed down, and we'll go from there. All right, we got our gauges mounted. We got our wires in. We used our ferrule with our little crimp tool to make sure they're nice and secure, and that it has something that it can bite down on. Again, all we do now is turn our key on, and then you'll see our aux beam light up, and we're going to hit this button right here. As you can see, the gauges are off, so we're going to hit this button right here. Actually, it's the top button. So there we go. Our gauges are working, so we just got to get everything else hooked up, and we should be good to go. All right, YouTube, one thing I did have to do is I had to take my muffler out because this O2 bung was not here. They send you one in the box. I had to take this out and had this TIG welded in. Any muffler shop can do it. I called the people at ZZ Performance. They told me exactly where to have it put in at, and that's what we've done. Here's our connector right here. It's all tied up out the way. The wires ran back over here. It goes back over there. It comes in and it goes through the hole that's down underneath our dash right here. Again, I drilled a 3¼ inch hole here, put a grommet in it, ran our wires down. They come out here. They come underneath this latch, and they go to our aux beam down here. So that way, when you come in here, I have put a switch right here. Let me grab the light. Anyway, all right. So I put a switch in right there. could help. It's hard to find. All right. So anyway, this is our switch right here. When you click this on, it'll turn our aux beam panel on, which I got to still tighten up. And here I have our wheel lights. We have our boost gauge and our vacuum gauge connected to this switch right here. And then we have some other lights for our underglow here. So when we click this, that comes on. And then when we turn our switch, our boost gauge comes on. So it was pretty simple install. Like I say, of course the alarm wants to go off. The boost gauge I think has 4 wires on it. It has a red, black, blue, and a white. You don't need the blue and white because those are for if you want to connect it to a computer and do data linking and all that other good stuff. Boost gauge was pretty simple. Again, same type of stuff. Ran my hose down. So the hose from our boost gauge is this hose right here. Comes down right here. And it tees in right here. And this goes to our boost gauge. This is our boost gauge right here. So, and it measures the boost that we have. Eventually I will switch that out and put a digital one in there to match the air fuel mixture. But yep, with the economy nowadays, sometimes cheaper is better. Trust me. Until next time, much love. Thank you to all the new people who subscribed lately. I really do appreciate it. It helps me grow this channel. If you could, hit that like button down below. Hit the bell so you'll get all the notifications every time I post a new video. Again, from the bottom of my heart, much love. Peace.